Hello guys and welcome back. In the previous part we successfully implemented the pagination. So right now we have a paginated list of opportunities. And in this tutorial we want to add more features to our application. Especially if I click on any of these opportunities, nothing is happening. So this is not the functionality that we have. So let me go to the design and open the opportunities page. Here you can see we have a list of opportunities, but if I click on any of these, you can see the details of that opportunity is displayed here. So what we need is we need to have a details page for our opportunities. So inside the presentation and opportunities, I am going to create a new page and I will call it as opportunity underscore detail dot. And this opportunity detail is basically a state list widget opportunity detail page. Why this is a state list widget? Because it's not going to change the state and we have all the data and we just want to display it. That's it. So here for the child I am going to return a scaffold widget, and right now what I'm going to do is inside the router and route constants, we need to have this constant, which already we have it. So opportunity details router. And inside the router, let me close, first of all, let me close the navigation bar and I'm going to copy the first route and I'm going to paste it here. And I am going to change this one as opportunity. So this is opportunity detail route, and for the page we need to have the opportunity detail page. So we have this one, and right now what we need to do is inside the opportunities page. So here first of all we have this image and everything which is related to one opportunity. So basically here we are looping through each opportunities and we are displaying this column. And right now what we can do is, what we want is, first of all, if I click on any of this opportunity, it should navigate me to the opportunity details. So by pressing Control dot, I am going to wrap this with a new widget, and that is gesture detector. So this gesture detector has a property, so a method called onTap. And on tap of this, what we want is we want to use the navigator class, and from that we want to use the push named, and the name of this is basically the router constant that we have already here, because so this name should be dir2. So we have this opportunity detail route. So I'm going to copy and paste it here. And I'm going to bring it by pressing Control dot and import the package. So it's not basically a package, it's just a class. So right now we have it, and if I click on any of this, you can see I'm navigated to this page, which is an empty and blank page. So we don't have anything to display here. So that's really good. Right now we at least have it, and what I'm going to do is, basically, if you see here, and we have the image, we have everything, which is a little bit similar to the top of this page. So let me display it. We have the image, we have the title, we have these things, and also the only difference is these details. So I am going to copy a little bit of these things. So first of all, the image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it here. So inside the scaffold, we want to have the body. So this body is basically a single child scroll view, and it will have a child which is a column, and we'll have this children. So you might be asking why single child scroll view, because the content might be a little bit more as it is right now here. So let me display it. You can see it is scrolling. We need to have a scrolling widget, so we can have single child scroll view, or we can have a list view. And right now we have this image, so let me save it, and if I click on any of this, you can see right now I am navigated and we have this static image. So later on we will just render here our dynamic images, but for now it's okay, I believe. So the next thing what we have is we have the title, and also we have this row. So let me close this one, and it is mostly similar to what we have here. So we have this container with this let me close it. We have this container with this padding and so on. So let me just copy this container, and again I am going to paste it inside this column. So right now we don't have this opportunity, so at least for now what I'm going to do is I am going to put some dummy text here. That's it. So just at least check it how it looks. So let me just go here. You can see here we have dummy text, and this is not what we want, right? We want to have our opportunity detail to be displayed here. So how we can pass the opportunities from this page to another page? That's done using this route settings. So for this route, which is our opportunity detail route, beside of this builder, what we want is we want to pass the settings as well. So that setting is this route settings, and right now once we are passing this route settings has many the properties. So we can have it. So if I click on this one, you can see this route settings can have a name and also the arguments. So the type of arguments are objects, so we can pass an object to the from one page to another page. So how we can do that? Here inside the opportunities page, once we are navigating here using the push named, if I put a comma here, we have the arguments. So for the arguments, what we can do is we can pass this opportunity, the complete opportunity, because it's an object. So this opportunity is a class of opportunity, that it's an object of this class. So we are passing it, and right now what we can do is we can come here inside the build method. So inside the build method we have the context, so we can have the final opportunity and I will call it as opportunity. How we can get it? It's using the model route of context, and we can access to the settings, and from the settings we can access the arguments. But this arguments is an object. What we can do is we can convert it to opportunity, so we can cast it basically. So we cast this arguments, which is an object, to opportunity. So now we have access to the opportunity. So the opportunity which is passed from the opportunities page to this opportunity detail. So we can right now we can have the opportunity dot title. So let me save that, and if I right now navigate to this page, you can see we have this title, and if I click this one, you can see the title is changing, but the image, it's an static image, so for all the opportunities it is going to be the same. So we have it right now here, and if you look at the design, we have a little bit more padding to our what you can say to the description, and also here we have a little bit, we have this row, and this row is mostly similar. If let me open this one, I don't know why it's not working. It's completely same as this row. So if I just copy and paste it, it's not a really good practice. So what we can do is right now, let me just do one thing here. If you remember from the structuring part, we have a directory called widgets. So we already have this show a snack bar widget, and for that right now we can have another widget. So I am going to call it as opportunity links widget dart, and this is basically a stateless widget, and I'm going to call it as opportunity links widget. I think I did it as a stateful, so let me just remove that, a stateless widget, and I'm going to just paste it here. I am going to bring the material up, and from here right now we can have this row, the row that already we have it here. So if I go to the opportunities page, you can see we have this row. So it's basically from here to here. So I'm going to copy it, I am going to paste it here, but here is a little bit problem, and the problem is that we need to pass this opportunity. But if you see here, I think this opportunity is not required. What we need is, first of all, the category name. We need to have the views, and currently we are passing the ID. So, and also we need to have the deadline. So the rest of thing here, like the share, is not basically a property. So what we can have is here, we can have this property for this widget. So first of all, final string the category name, final string, and that is our views, and final string we have the deadline. Okay, and what we can have is we can have this thing in our widget. So if I save it right now, it's like this, and I am going to add this dot category name, but we need to add the @required. So this required, which is coming from the, even though it's coming from the foundation dot, and also we need to have @required this views, and we can have @required deadline. Oh, not this dot deadline, and also this one as this dot views. So we can have these three properties for this widget. And right now let me bring the icon size and icon style from the opportunities page, which is some constants. So let me bring it here. Okay, opportunities links, and I'm going to paste it here. So let me close this one. Okay, so we have it, and currently what we can do is, instead of these things, just let me remove this one, and I can put the category name, and for this we can have the views, and for the last one we can have the deadline, even though we don't need this curly braces. Okay, so we have the deadline and so on, and also we have the style. So the good thing about it, we have a reusable widget that we can use in this page as well as in the details page. So we are not repeating ourselves. We have created this reusable widget that we can use. So inside the opportunities, currently what I'm going to do is I am just going to delete this row, and this complete row is still here. And instead of that, you can see already we don't need this text style and so on anymore. So we can have, what we can have is here after this container, we can have that opportunity links widget. And once you can see, if I just open the brackets, it's already, we have this is quickly a yellow line, which is saying that these fields are required. So first of all, the category name is our opportunity.category.name. For our views, we can have the opportunity.id, and later on we need to add the number of views. But as it is already complaining that is a string and we are passing passing the ID, which is an integer. And also what we need is we need to have the deadline. Okay, so deadline is opportunity.deadline. So let me save it, and let me even refresh this app. You can see it is same and nothing has changed, and we have this reusable widget that right now I can just copy it, and inside the opportunities detail and after this container I can paste it here. So let me paste it and let me bring it here as well. So if I save it, and right now if I click on any of these opportunities, you can see we have that reusable component. So this is the really good thing that I love about Flutter, that we can have like reusable components, and we can just define it once and then we can use it in across our application. So right now we have it, but I don't like this deadline which is shown like this. What I'm going to do is I am going to just find out another formatting for this one. So if I open the Chrome, and what I'm going to do is I am going to look for Carbon PHP, because our backend is in Laravel, so at the end it is a PHP framework. So inside the string formatting we have these beautiful formats. So I think I am going with this one. So this one is a little bit concise, so I'm just going to copy it, and inside our backend, which is written here, so if I go to the resources and opportunity, let me close this one, and for the deadline what we have is, let me close this navigation bar. For the deadline what we have is this to.string or something like that. I'm just going to paste what I copied from the from that library. And now if I, let me minimize this one. Now if I refresh the app, you can see it is looking much better and concise. Okay, so you have different formats that you can just copy paste, but the only thing is that you need to have a timestamp here, and after that you can call these methods on it. So make sure you're not calling these methods on a string or something, because you'll face an error. Okay, so we have it right now, and we can just move ahead and continue. Okay, so the rest of thing is, I believe it is mostly similar, but I found something, and that is, I'm just repeating myself. You can see font family DOSes, and also here inside the link widgets we have this font family DOSes. So if we are going to have the DOSes font family for our entire application, what we can have is inside the main.dart we have this theme data, and for the theme data we have font family, so we can define the DOSes as our font family. So if I store it right now, you can see already it is changed, and also the following links. So let me just comment it out and store it. You can see it's a completely different, and also the bottom navigation bar font family is different, and once I just change it, everything is going to change. So we have it right now, and from now on it is not required to just always mention the font family as DOSes. So you can just remove it, but if you want another font family, you can override it always. So we have it right now, and let me continue building the rest of the app. So let me open the design. For the design, what we have is we have this a little bit white text, and also we have the rest of the application, but it has some padding. So what I'm going to do is, inside this container, because already we are having some padding, so let me do one thing. The vertical one I'm going to add 10. It's looking better. And I am going to do one thing, and that is I'm going to have a container, another container, and this container will have a child of column, and this column will have children. So, and also this will have padding. And so for the top, for the vertical one, we're going to have a 20, and for the horizontal one we are going to have 15. And for the rest of the things, first of all, we have mostly the text views. If you see here, so we have text view, we have text view, and so on. So let me do like this, text view, so which is text. And for the text we have the opportunity.detail, opportunity details dot, first of all, the benefits. So let me do this one. Okay, so it's complaining and it's saying that opportunity detail is not there, so it is null, and we call this benefit on null. So how this is happening, let me go to the opportunities inside the application classes and opportunity. So here we have these opportunity details, and we are getting from this opportunity. Oh, I missed this one, it's a spelling mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the back end of our application, and I'm just going to copy this key and bring it here. I am going to paste it. So right now if I save it and refresh the app and click on this one, yeah, we are good to go. So just make sure when you're just getting something from the JSON, you don't have any type mistake or a spelling mistake or something like that. Okay, so we have it like that, but we need to have a title for it, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is here inside this column, I'm going to put a comma here, and also a text. So this text will just say the benefits. So let me store that. We have the benefits, but right now it's aligned to the center. What we can do is we can cross-axis alignment and make it as cross-axis alignment to start. So if I save that, it's there, but this needs to be bold a little bit, and so we can have a text style. So text style, and font size. This should be at least 20, and font width is font width dot bold. So let me store it. Yeah, it's looking better, but we need to have a little bit of space here. So we can have a sized box. So the height of this sized box is around 15. So if I save it, yeah, it looks much better right now. So we have it. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to copy this one and paste it here. So we have the benefit. So this benefit is called right now application process. And for this we can have application process. But you can see something right now, something is happening, and that is what we need is we need another sized box here after this one. And also you can see that we need this text view. It's mostly similar to this one, and already we are repeating ourselves. So how we can just remove these things, we can create variables, local variables for this one. So once I click on this one, you can see we have extract local variable. So I am going to call this one as height spacer, so because it's providing some spacing, and you can have it as you want, no problem. So I'm going to declare this one as final because we are not going to change it. And also for this text, I am going to have extract a widget from it. So I'm going to call it as a title text widget. So it is there. And for the title text widget, what we need is we need a final string title, and this title, so I'm going to add required, and we need to have this dot title. And for this, what we can do is we can have this title. That's it. So we have it. So right now it's null because we are not providing anything. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the benefits. So let me do one thing, title, and that is benefits. That's it. So if I save it, yeah, we have it. And let me just copy this one and paste it here. Application process. So we have it. Nothing changed. And for this size box, we have the height spacer. That's it. Just copy and paste it. Height spacer. So like that. And the rest of the thing is mostly the same. So I'm going to just copy this one, and after this I'm going to paste it. Wow, I got an error. So why that's happening? Because I pasted somewhere else. Wow, how that's happening. Okay, so I'm going to copy from here to here. So I'm going to paste it. Let me do one thing for the application details. What we have, I think we have further queries. So further queries. That's it. So you can have all the details that you want. Suppose we can have the eligible, I think it's eligibility. So eligibilities, not eligibilities. So eligibilities. So we can have it, and right now you can see it says scrolling. So what you can do is you can just add the rest of the you can say the properties that you have undisplayed. So it's just a matter of displaying. I'm not going to waste your time. So already it's a really simple one. So we have completed this, and thank you for watching, and we'll continue building the rest of our application. So especially what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to add a new opportunity in the next tutorial. So adding a new opportunity, we can have it, and also we need to develop the form and also the rest of the applications. I hope this video was helpful. Kindly subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll be notified about the upcoming videos.